welcome to this deep dive curated just for you.
Ooh,
Today,
okay, exciting.
we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of luxury real estate in Miami.
Yeah. I do love Miami.
Yeah, those multi-million-dollar listings with the infinity pools and ocean views.
Right, exactly.
We're going beyond that glossy facade to understand what it really takes to sell these dream homes.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the glitz and the glamour,
Yeah.
But there's so much more strategy and hustle happening behind the scenes that most people never see.
Exactly. And to guide us through this world, we're going to tap into the insights of Amit Bhuta.
Okay.
He leads the All in Miami group, one of the top-ranked real estate teams in the U.S.
Wow.
And they've kind of cracked the code when it comes to marketing these luxury properties.
Yeah, they really have.
They found a way to connect with those highly motivated buyers, the ones willing to pay top dollar for that perfect Miami lifestyle.
And what's so interesting is their approach. They're all about showcasing the unique character of each neighborhood, not just the houses themselves.
Yeah, okay, so forget those reality shows with their stage drama and those instant sales.
So unrealistic.
We're diving into Amit's firsthand experience, and I think you'll be surprised by what we uncover.
I'm ready.
He wrote this great article about the realities of selling luxury real estate.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's a far cry from sipping champagne at open houses.
It really is. It's like comparing a medical drama to a real-life surgery,
Yeah.
The drama is entertaining, but it doesn't really capture the complexity or the nuance of the actual work.
Love that analogy. Okay, so to kick things off, let's talk about some of the biggest misconceptions people have about this industry. I think a lot of people assume it's all about schmoozing with millionaires and raking in those massive commissions.
Of course.
But Amit paints a very different picture, doesn't he?
He does. One of the first things Amit debunks is this idea of instant success.
Right.
In reality, selling luxury real estate is a long game, often involving months or even years of building relationships and nurturing leads.
Which brings us to the time and effort involved in every single deal. Amit talks about the endless emails, the back-and-forth phone calls, and the in-depth negotiations.
Right.
All of which are far more complex than those snappy conversations you see on TV.
Totally. And those brokers' opens?
Yeah.
They're not the instant sales bonanzas that they're often portrayed as.
Right.
While they're great for networking and gauging market interest, they rarely lead to immediate deals in the luxury space.
Okay, so let's break down brokers' opens for those who aren't familiar with the term.
Sure.
It's basically an event where agents invite other agents and potential buyers to tour a property. It's a chance to kind of showcase the home and get a feel for the market. But as you said, it's just one small piece of a much larger puzzle.
Exactly. In reality, most luxury buyers take their time doing extensive research online, often for 6 months to a year or more before they even reach out to an agent.
Wow, that's a huge shift from how things used to be. I remember when I bought my first place, I felt like I was flying blind. Now there's so much information available online that buyers are incredibly well informed before they even step foot in a property.
That's so true. So for someone like Amit, that means his marketing strategy has to be incredibly sophisticated.
Right.
He can't just rely on traditional methods like print ads or open houses.
Nope.
He needs to be where those high-end buyers are spending their time. Online, on social media, consuming content that resonates with their lifestyle.
And Amit's team is known for their innovative approach to marketing.
Oh, yeah.
They're creating engaging content on YouTube, Instagram, even podcasts.
Wow.
It's not just about showcasing properties. It's about showcasing a lifestyle, a feeling, an aspiration.
And that's such a crucial point.
Yeah.
They're selling the Miami dream, and that takes a lot more than just listing a house on a website.
It does.
They need to understand what makes each neighborhood unique, what kind of buyer is drawn to that area, and then craft a narrative that speaks to those desires.
It's like they're curating an experience, not just selling a property.
Right.
They're connecting with buyers on an emotional level.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly powerful, especially in the luxury market,
where
lifestyle is a major driving factor.
For sure. And let's not forget the financial investment involved in all of this.
Okay.
Amit talks about the significant cost associated with marketing these luxury properties. Professional photography, drone videos, 3D tours, targeted advertising.
Yeah.
These are not small expenses.
No, they're not. It's easy to forget that when you're scrolling through those beautiful listings online. But there's a whole team of professionals working behind the scenes to create those stunning visuals and reach the right audience.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's the cost of maintaining those relationships and nurturing leads over time.
Right. It all adds up, and it really underscores the point that success in this industry, like in any business, requires significant investment, not just financially, but also in terms of time, effort, and strategy.
So it's clear that there's a lot more to selling luxury real estate than meets the eye. It's not just about closing deals. It's about building relationships, understanding the market, and creating a compelling narrative that resonates with high-end buyers. But what about those relationships within the industry itself?
Well, that's where things get even more interesting. Amit highlights the importance of building a strong network, both domestically and internationally.
He talks about connecting with top agents and wealthy clients worldwide, which opens up a whole new world of opportunities. But I'm curious, how exactly does that play out in practice?
It's all about leveraging those connections to find the right buyer for each property. For example, Amit might have a client in London who's looking for a vacation home in Miami. Through his network, he can connect with other agents who specialize in that area and who might have a suitable property in their portfolio.
So it's like a global matchmaking service for luxury real estate.
Yeah.
And I imagine referrals play a huge role in this process.
Absolutely. Referrals are the lifeblood of the luxury market. Amit explains that agents often share commissions with referring agents, sometimes up to 50%.
Wow.
It's a win-win for everyone involved.
Yeah.
The referring agent gets a cut of the commission, the listing agent gets a qualified buyer, and the buyer gets access to properties that they might not have found otherwise.
That's fascinating. It really highlights the collaborative nature of the industry, especially at the high end. But it also raises some questions about transparency and potential conflicts of interest.
You're right. There are definitely ethical considerations to keep in mind, but for the most part, these referral arrangements are standard practice in the luxury market. It's all about building trust and maintaining strong relationships with other agents.
Okay, so we've talked about the effort, the marketing cost, the importance of networking and referrals. It's clear that this is a demanding and competitive industry. But what sets Amit and his team apart from the rest? What makes them so successful?
Well, one thing that really stands out is their commitment to diversity and inclusion.
Okay.
Amit emphasizes that the All in Miami group serves clients across a range of price points and backgrounds.
That's interesting. So it's not just about catering to the ultra-wealthy.
Exactly. They're breaking down these traditional barriers and making the luxury experience accessible to a wider audience. It's a reflection of Miami's diverse and vibrant culture where everyone deserves a piece of the dream regardless of their budget. And that's where their deep knowledge of Miami really comes into play, you know? They're not just selling houses.
Right.
They're selling a lifestyle, an experience. You know, they know which neighborhoods are best for families.
Oh, yeah?
Which ones cater to a more social scene, and which ones offer that secluded beachfront paradise.
It's almost like they're lifestyle consultants as much as real estate agents.
Right.
And I think that personal touch is really what sets them apart.
I think so, too. And it goes back to that idea of the extended buyer journey.
Right.
You know, that these luxury buyers aren't making impulsive decisions. They're researching, comparing, and carefully considering all of their options. Yeah.
So when they finally do reach out to an agent, they're looking for someone who can guide them through the process.
Okay.
Someone they can trust to understand their needs and find the perfect fit.
So it's not just about showing them properties.
No.
It's about understanding their aspirations, their lifestyle, their dreams for the future.
Exactly. It's about building that relationship.
Right.
And becoming a trusted advisor.
Right.
And that takes time.
Yeah.
Patience, and a genuine interest in the client's well-being.
You know, this whole conversation is making me think about my own assumptions about the luxury market. I always picture these high-power agents, you know, jet-setting off to private showings.
Right.
And closing multi-million-dollar deals with a snap of their fingers.
Yeah. It's definitely a glamorous image, but the reality is much more nuanced.
Right.
It's about hard work, dedication, and a deep understanding of the market.
And it's about building those authentic connections. You know, it's funny. Amit actually talks about the importance of storytelling in his article.
He says that sharing his own personal journey and the stories of his clients helps him connect with buyers on a deeper level.
That makes perfect sense. Stories have the power to create empathy, build trust, and make people feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves.
It's like they're not just selling properties.
Right.
They're selling a piece of the Miami dream. And that dream is about more than just, you know, square footage and ocean views.
Yeah.
It's about community lifestyle and belonging.
It's about finding your place in the world, and that's something everyone can relate to, whether you're buying a beachfront mansion or a cozy condo in the heart of the city.
Okay, so we've uncovered a lot about the behind-the-scenes realities of luxury real estate in Miami.
We have.
We've seen the challenges, the strategies, the hard work, and the importance of building those genuine connections.
Right.
But what does this all mean for our listener?
Yeah.
Someone who might not be in the market for a multi-million-dollar home.
Right.
What are the takeaways here that we can apply to our own lives and careers?
Well, I think one of the biggest takeaways is the importance of building those authentic relationships.
Yeah.
Whether you're a realtor, an entrepreneur, or just navigating your career, strong connections are essential. It's about networking, of course.
Yeah.
But it's also about being genuine, showing interest in others, and building trust over time.
It's about adding value to those relationships, not just expecting something in return.
Exactly. And Amit's story really highlights that. You know, he's built his success on relationships with his clients, with other agents, with the community.
Right.
And that's something we can all strive for, regardless of our industry or career path.
And another key takeaway is the importance of constantly learning and adapting. The real estate market is constantly evolving, just like any other industry, and those who succeed are the ones who are willing to stay ahead of the curve, embrace new technologies, and adapt their strategies to meet the changing needs of their clients.
And that takes a certain level of curiosity, a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone and explore new ideas.
Yeah.
It's about staying relevant, staying informed, right?
And constantly seeking ways to improve.
It's about having that growth mindset, that desire to learn and evolve.
Yeah.
And I think Mitt embodies that perfectly. He's not afraid to experiment, to try new things.
Right.
To push the boundaries of what's possible in the luxury real estate market.
And that's what makes him so successful.
Yeah.
He's not just following the trends, he's setting them. And that's something we can all aspire to, no matter what our field of expertise.
And finally, let's not forget the importance of hard work and perseverance. As Amit's story clearly shows, success in any field, especially one as competitive as luxury real estate, requires dedication, resilience, and a willingness to put in the effort. It's not about overnight success. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and never giving up on your goals.
It's about having that grit, that determination to see things through, even when faced with challenges and setbacks. And that's a quality that's valuable in any profession, in any aspect of life.
So it's about building relationships, staying curious.
Working hard, and never stopping learning. Those are some pretty powerful takeaways, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And I think they're applicable to anyone, regardless of their career path or their life goals.
You know, it's interesting. Amit's team is based in Miami, but their approach to real estate and business in general feels very universal.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with people, understanding their needs, and exceeding their expectations. It's about creating an experience, not just selling a product.
And that's a lesson that we can all take to heart, whether we're selling real estate, launching a business, or simply navigating our daily lives. It's about making those connections, adding value, and striving for excellence in everything we do.
So what's the one thing you think our listeners should take away from Amit's story and this deep dive into the world of luxury real estate?
I think the key takeaway is that success is often about more than meets the eye.
Oh, yeah.
It's about the hard work, the dedication, the passion that goes on behind the scenes.
It really challenges that perception of luxury real estate being all about exclusivity and catering to a select few. Amit and his team are proving that it can be about inclusivity and creating opportunities for a wider range of people.
What's really fascinating here is how the All in Miami group reflects a broader shift we're seeing in the luxury market. It's moving away from that old school image of, closed doors and secret handshakes towards a more open and diverse landscape.
Which makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Especially in a city like Miami, which is such a melting pot of cultures and backgrounds.
Absolutely. And it goes beyond just demographics. It's about understanding and embracing different perspectives, lifestyles, and aspirations. It's about making luxury feel welcoming and attainable, not intimidating or exclusive.
Okay, so to wrap things up, it seems like the world of luxury real estate is a lot more complex and layered than those flashy reality shows might suggest.
For sure. There's a whole ecosystem operating behind the scenes, driven by strategy, hard work, and a deep understanding of human psychology.
And for Amit, the All in Miami group, it's also about pushing boundaries, embracing innovation, and creating a more inclusive and welcoming environment for anyone who dreams of a piece of that Miami magic.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic point to end on. The next time you see a breathtaking luxury property, just take a moment to consider the journey it took to get there.
Right.
Remember the dedication, the unseen efforts, the strategic minds that make those dreams a reality?
It reminds us that success in any field is a multifaceted journey, and the most rewarding achievements often involve more than what first meets the eye. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of luxury real estate. Until next time.